I live with my brother. He's a month older than me. We have different moms but the same dad. Our dad wasn't exactly traditional, and for the first several years of our lives, we only saw each other occasionally, holidays, birthdays, that kind of thing. But when we were around 10, our dad made the decision to bring us together and raise us under the same roof. From that point on, we were just brothers. Not half anything. We went from barely knowing each other to being inseparable. Same house, same schools, same everything. Growing up like that, we built a really strong bond. It was natural, not something we ever forced. Even now, we've stayed close, we share a place, we spend a lot of time together, and we just kind of have a rhythm that works. It's not something I ever really questioned. He's not just my brother, he's one of the most solid, reliable people in my life. I started dating my girlfriend about 8 months ago. Things were good at first, she's smart, confident, and we connected pretty fast. But early on, I noticed she wasn't exactly comfortable with how close my brother and I are. She never said anything too harsh, but the comments added up. Do you guys always hang out like this? Or, it's kind of unusual to be this close with a sibling. Eventually, she brought it up more seriously. She said she felt like she couldn't really see a future with me if I didn't start separating a bit from my brother, get my own place, be more independent, that kind of thing. She felt like our relationship was always going to have a third person in it. I told her that wasn't something I was willing to change. My brother and I have been through a lot together, and our closeness isn't something I'm going to apologize for. I didn't yell, didn't accuse, I just told her if that was a deal breaker, then maybe this wasn't going to work. So I ended it. I didn't think having a strong relationship with your sibling was that strange, but the way she framed it made me feel like I was doing something wrong just by being close to him. AITA for choosing to stay close with my brother instead of changing my life to keep my girlfriend happy. The following tell. I agree, nah. I think it's wonderful that you and your brother have managed to forge such a close bond, despite the setbacks to your relationship so early on. However, I can also see where your girlfriend is coming from in the sense that she felt like a third wheel in her own relationship and wanted some reassurance from you that it wouldn't always be that way. Which I don't think is unreasonable, to be quite honest. She didn't ask you to disown him. She didn't demand anything as far as you cutting your brother off entirely. She simply wanted you to recognize that, at some point, you will have to begin putting your partner first in your heart and in your day-to-day life, if you want to have a healthy and successful romantic relationship with anyone, that is. As it stands, and without any further information than your vague and limited description of your brotherly relationship, it can be inferred that you currently do tend to put your sibling first as a priority at all times, no matter what. And that's all well and good, but you have a girlfriend now, and she wanted to at least be reassured that she had an eventual chance to become the priority to you in your life. Which any girlfriend would want, if she truly loves you, that is, and wants to eventually build a future with you. I'm not sure how many relationships you've had before now, but this is going to eventually be an issue in the future with anyone you date seriously, at least on some level. Maybe you aren't ready for a real, committed relationship if you aren't even willing to consider setting some boundaries with your sibling in regards to your romantic partner. Nor are you even willing to consider how this makes your partner feel, nor recognize those feelings as valid. I don't think you're an AH. Nor do I think your girlfriend is an AH, either. But I do think you'd be an AH if you continue to try and date any other woman seriously in the future if you aren't willing to even consider putting that person first. I'm your heart and life at some point, and until you are ready to truly open your heart and your life to another person, other than your brother, you should remain single and not even begin to get involved with another person who will inevitably develop strong feelings and attachments to you when you aren't capable of fully reciprocating at the moment. If a woman who you've committed yourself to exclusively makes you the priority in her life, and you refuse to do the same, how do you think that is going to make her feel? Anyone would have wanted some reassurance here, if they loved you and saw a future with you, that is. It may have been overkill for her to insist you move out and get your own place away from your brother, but beyond that, I think her requests were completely reasonable and understandable. You did the right thing in breaking up with her. You apparently aren't ready for a real, committed relationship yet. Just make sure you are truly ready before you start dating again in the future. Best of luck to you. The following tell. That's not fair. She is definitely the A asterisk 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 for making it seem like siblings who are close are somehow wrong for it. We also don't see anything in this post that would even somewhat imply that the brother was ever in between their relationship. He doesn't mention the brother third wheeling on dates, he literally just mentions the brother existing in the apartment that they both pay for. I'm struggling to see a perspective in which she is not an asshole. If she just said something like you guys are too close for my taste or something like that, she would be fine, but she didn't. She said it was unusual. She said multiple things that were insulting just because he has a relationship with his brother, and that's wrong, and that makes her the A asterisk 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 asterisk. Edit. Also, just throwing this out there, she didn't really openly communicate. If you read the post, she made some passive-aggressive comments that were really just veiled insults, and then when those didn't get her what she wanted, she had direct communication, which was really just manipulation disguised as direct communication. Edit. Okay, so since this keeps coming up, I'm going to just address it here. Everyone saying that she only wanted her boyfriend to spend a little less time with his brother are not being honest. She doesn't want her boyfriend to move out and get his own apartment so that they can then go over to his brother's apartment and chill. If we're being honest, she wants her boyfriend to hang out with his brother somewhere between not at all and only a little. And I will say that if their relationship was years long or lived together, that would be a reasonable ask, but considering that they haven't known each other even 1 year and based on her comments isn't even thinking of moving in with this dude anytime soon, it is not a reasonable request. As long as he's giving her an appropriate amount of attention as well, it is unreasonable for her to ask him to cut off family members that he is close to. Having a good family relationship is pretty rare in this world, so it's beyond unreasonable for her to ask him to throw that away because she's insecure or whatever. Thanks for watching, come back again.